Hello everyone, welcome to my channel STR CAD and Simulation. This is a continuous video of previous video. In this video, we are going to analyze the piston. For analysis, we need to model the piston first. So I modeled it in Creo Parametric 5.2 software. Now I am saving it in IGS file so that I can import it in ANSYS Workbench. For saving, I am selecting a location for the file and I am selecting the file type as IGES and I am naming the IGS file as piston. Now click OK. We have saved our file in IGS format, so we don't need this Creo Parametric software. So I am just closing it. Now after closing this, we need to open our ANSYS Workbench. In ANSYS Workbench, we are going to do first on thermal analysis. Now click on steady state thermal. You can double click or drag it and drop here. Now click on engineering data. In engineering data, go to engineering data sources. In engineering data sources, go to general materials. From the general materials, we need to scroll up and select the aluminum alloy. The pistons are usually made of aluminum material, so I am selecting aluminum alloy for analysis. Close this engineering data sources and close engineering data. Now right click on geometry and we need to import the geometry file here. I am importing the piston.igs file to our analysis. Now double click on model to open the mechanical window. It takes some time, so let's wait. If you see this left corner, you can see that starting mechanical. This shows the progress of opening window. See, this is our mechanical window. Wait a bit, our model will be loaded. Our model also has been loaded. First we need to assign the material for our piston. So first we need to assign the material for our piston. So we need to go to the geometry and piston. From here, see, if you see the assignment, it is showing the structure steel. We need to change it to aluminum alloy. Now go to the mesh. In the element size, give it as 3.5 mm. Right click and generate mesh. On this model, mesh will be generated. Our mesh has been generated. You can see the mesh. Now go to the steady state thermal, right click, and we need to apply temperature. The temperature is always applied on the face, so select the face icon. Now select the top face and apply. The temperature value is 150 degrees Celsius. In piston there will be convection, so we need to apply the convection. The convection is on side walls. Select all side surfaces, outer surfaces. Each and every surface should be selected for this. See, if you click and drag the mouse, it will be selected. All surfaces will be selected. If you need to select the multiple surfaces, you just need to click the mouse and drag it on the surfaces which need to be selected. If you selected a wrong surface, you can just control and deselect it again. Carefully select all outer surfaces as I am doing. See, don't leave any surface. Carefully select each and every surface. After selecting all surfaces, see, I left this one. Okay, I selected all. Then apply. The value of this is 0.2955 watt per mm square Celsius. And the convection happens inside the piston, so we need to add another convection, but this value is different. So select the again we need to select the faces, but this time we need to select the inner faces. We have multiple faces due to the fillets, so select each and every face carefully. First select one side and rotate to another side and select this another side. You can rotate it several ways to see each and every face is selected or not, as I am doing. See, there are little surfaces down and we need to select this surface too. There is a small surface here, I need to select it. After selecting all this, make sure you click on apply. Enter the value as 0.05. Now we need to get the solution of temperature distribution along the piston and heat flux. Now click on solve to get the results. Wait, software has given us results. To view the results, just go and click on temperature. It will show what is the temperature distribution of the piston. You can clearly see the temperature distribution by varying different colors and heat flux. We just done the thermal, so we need to do the mechanical thing. We need to apply the pressure. For applying pressure, we need to select the static structure and attach it to the solution of the steady state thermal, so that the load due to temperature is also considered doing while applying pressure. Now static structure, insert fixed joint. We need to fix the component for static structural analysis. For thermal we don't need to fix a component. Now apply the pressure on the top surface. We are going to apply the pressure of 4 megapascal. Our solution should be equivalent von Mises stresses and deformation. If you see here, we can see that imported load. This load is imported from the temperature analysis, that is thermal analysis, steady state thermal analysis. Now click on solve. While software solving the problem, why don't you go and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon for immediate notifications when I upload a video. If you like the video, please like and share the video. If you think I need to do any update, just comment it down. Our software has given the results. To view the results, go to the equivalent stress. We can see the stress is 232 megapascal. If you animate it, we can see it is very large. This is due to the enlarged scale. Go to the result and you can change the scale. It is 54 times the original value. You can set it to 24 times. You can see the view. You can see the results. Go to the deformation. The deformation value is also very low. It is 0.14 mm, which is very low. But due to the enlarged scale, we can see it has very large deformation. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please click on the like icon and do comment what should I do in the next video. Thank you for watching my video again.